Lord knows who's going to start for the Portland Trail Blazers tonight. The majority of their starting lineup is listed on the injury report. However, with the backups in the games, they've been more competitive lately than they have been all year. They've covered in 3 straight. They beat Memphis back-to-back, and they only lost by 5 at Minnesota in their last game. So can they hang as a big home dog against Oklahoma City tonight? Well, we're going to talk about it. But before we do, let's give you a promo available at both Wager Talk and sportsmemo.com using the promo code Jesse25. As you can see below, you can get 25% off any all-access package from any of the expert handicappers at either one of those great sports betting websites, and that includes myself at sportsmemo.com. You'll find me if you just glance over at the leaderboards. We got the Portland Trail Blazers hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City comes in as a 13-point favorite. One-sided action here. Don't expect a lot of buyback with Portland. Their entire starting lineup is banged up. The only starter that we can expect to play tonight is Anthony Simmons. The list of injured is a long one. We'll go over it. You got Kamara with an injury or with an illness, listed as questionable. Marcus Thibault, questionable with a hip injury. Jeremy Grant, questionable with a quad injury. And all these guys missed the last couple games, so perhaps they can return, maybe not. We'll see. But for sure, Malcolm Brogdon is out with an elbow injury. Scoot Henderson is out with a hip injury. And Shaden Sharp out with an abdominal injury. And, of course, Robert Williams III, the Time Lord, is out for the remainder of the season. So a short-handed Portland Trail Blazers team has actually been more competitive than their first-string lineup. And you look at the guys that are playing the last few games for Portland, and not exactly household names. You got rookie Chris Murray. He averaged 20 points per game for the Iowa Hawkeyes last year in the Big Ten. He's getting a chance to play. And as you can imagine, with all these guys that have been playing for Portland, it's like their Super Bowl every night. They're playing for a job in the NBA. It's a dream come true situation, a big opportunity, and they've seized the moment. Another guy, Delano Banton, 24 years old. He scored in single digits as a role player for Nebraska in 2021. He's averaging over 15 points per game when he plays 20 or more minutes for Portland in recent games. Anthony Simmons, of course, is a starter, leading scorer for the Blazers. He's gone off for 30-plus points in back-to-back games. That's with the rest of the starters out of the lineup. You got a guy named Duop Reith, 27-year-old rookie. And where did he come from? It's complicated. He spent the last 6 years in Serbia, Lebanon, Australia, and China. How he got to the NBA, I'll never know. He's averaged 18.7 points per game in his last 3. He scored 26 on the road at Minnesota in his last game. This guy's obviously taking full advantage of his opportunity, and I'd love to see him get some time in the starting lineup tonight. Let's look at the history between these two teams. Portland, just 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 versus Oklahoma City, but they weren't a 13-point dog very often in those games. If you were giving them 13 points, they would have covered in 8 of 10. Portland's only covered in their last 3 games. They'd failed to cover in 7 straight previously. Of course, they would have covered in 8 of 10 if they were getting 13 points in all those games. I think it's a big number. And as I said, these young guys, or not, some of them not even so young, but these guys getting an opportunity to play for the Blazers make them a more dangerous and a more competitive team than they might be with their starters in the lineup. It's the final game of a road trip for Oklahoma City, so you could catch them sort of napping here. Not a lot of reason for Oklahoma City to get up for this game and try and win in a blowout. I could see Oklahoma City doing just enough to get a W here. I'll take the points with the underdog. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, hit me up in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck, and we'll see you again tomorrow.